Hi, it's Susie from Girl Gone Green, and today is all about natural sunscreens. I am sharing my favorites in clean beauty, and I'm also sharing why it's so important to make sure you choose a natural sunscreen, mineral-based sunscreen versus a chemical sunscreen. So let's dive in. Hey guys, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe below, hit that red button, and then hit the bell notification right next door so you'll be the first to know when I have a brand new video up. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to follow me at Girl Gone Green. That's G-U-R-L Gone Green. And then join my Facebook group. It's called Girl Gone Green Babes. It's such a resource. There's so many people in there, over 2,000, just sharing all about what works for them, what doesn't, in natural living, natural beauty. Okay, so it has been so nice here lately in Washington State, and I thought what a perfect time to bust out some summer clothes. Got my straw hat on that I was supposed to wear in Hawaii, but it got canceled, and show you guys my favorite sunscreens in natural beauty. I have been testing out sunscreens for 9 years since I went clean, and there's definitely some really bad sunscreens out there when it comes to mineral-based sunscreens, but there's also some really stellar products and ones that work and actually rub in clear. Can we all get an amen on that? No one wants to look like a ghost. Okay, you might sometimes, but I'm gonna show you guys my favorites and all the ones that are so good. And then next week, I'm actually gonna share with you my favorites for the facial sunscreens, because they're so different. Kind of the product is different, and also just how you want it to perform. And I didn't want this video to be like an hour long for your sake. So we're gonna talk all about facial sunscreens next week. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Okay, so you might hear a lot about natural sunscreens or mineral-based sunscreens, and you're like, what's the difference between a mineral-based sunscreen and just like a banana boat sunscreen that I might go buy at the store? That's a chemical sunscreen. Okay, well, sit tight because I'm gonna explain. Okay, so chemical sunscreen is either gonna have like oxybenzone or avobenzone as their like main ingredient, where it says, you know, drug facts. They always have that on the back of a sunscreen, whether it's chemical or it says a mineral like zinc or titanium dioxide. So the thing that you want to think about with a chemical sunscreen, and for you to know, is that chemical sunscreens, what they do is they are literally taking the rays when it comes into your skin and they're turning it into heat. So what this does is that it then turns into free radicals on your skin, and it turns into hormone disruptors. It's basically like trapping it in your skin. Mineral-based sunscreens and physical sunscreens, what makes it so different is that it actually blocks the sun. So it's not even getting like the sun into your skin, but it's blocking it with either titanium dioxide or zinc oxide. And that's why you might see a lot of times with mineral-based sunscreens is that it creates this white hue, and it's because they're mineral-based, and that's literally like it's blocking the rays from entering your bloodstream and entering your skin. I really highly recommend you switch over to a mineral-based sunscreen. Not only is it better in the long run, but it's gonna protect you so much better. So I'm gonna share with you kind of some of my favorites and why they're so important. So I have a lot of different ones that I've tried. I will say that depending on what you're looking for and like kind of your activity and what you're doing, you're gonna kind of wanna choose your sunscreen based off of that. So the first products that I'm gonna recommend is Badger Sunscreen. So they have a lot of different products. They have kids-friendly versions, they have sport versions, they have ones that are, you know, for baby. One of the things that I really like about them is that they are reef-friendly and they are really thick and just work. Like I know they're probably not going to be as, I should say, they're not going to be as pretty or as, you know, a product that maybe is going to rub in super clear and you're going to get that, oh, wow, like you don't have anything on look. They're definitely going to show probably still some whiteness. You're going to get kind of that mineral hue that you would get, you know, if you're using just one that's not clear at all. A lot of times they'll say like clear sport at the top, but I will say that like even when you apply this, it's still going to be a little bit strong and white. Even after you rub it in, you're gonna still kind of have like a little bit of a hue to the sunscreen. So it'll be definitely better if it says clear on it. But what I like about this is that they are really water resistant. This one says water resistant for up to 80 minutes. And they use zinc, and it's just it's really going to protect because it's a little bit thicker. And for those days when you're out in the ocean or you're on the water for a long time and you really want something that's going to last, I think Badger is just a great product, and they have so many different versions. They also have like unscented versions. I have this one too that I really like. Different SPFs depending on what you want. This one's a 40, this one's a 30. So I just think these are a great product and they're easy to find. That's what I love. You can find these at Whole Foods. A lot of times you can just find them at, your local Target or like grocery store. They're pretty like awesome. So I wouldn't say that these are going to be like the best as far as if you're really into beauty products and you want something that maybe doesn't show. I probably wouldn't recommend these all the time, but if you just have kids who like want to play outside all day long, like coat them in this and you're going to be good because it's like thick and heavy. And it's just a really great product. All of these will tell you though to apply them every 2 hours. I think that's like a typical sunscreen kind of rule that they throw out there. So, everyone's different. You use your judgment, but I will say that these are definitely like heavier and thicker, especially if you are going somewhere that you're going to be in water a lot and the sun is really strong. Okay, a product that I really, really like is Raw Elements. This is one of the cleanest sunscreens I've ever found or used. It uses the mineral zinc as well, and they have all of their products come in like some sort of like aluminum or tin. So they're really eco-friendly, they're reef-friendly, and they have the broad spectrum. So I wanted to mention too with broad spectrum, you are blocking not only UVA, but also UVB. You want to make sure that you're blocking both those rays so that you're not being exposed just to one, because they both can be damaging to you in the end. So one of the ones that I really like is the Raw Elements. It's super clean, super minimal when it comes to the ingredients, great for sensitive skin. And they have ones that come in pumps. They also have tins. They even have some lip products too. This one is kind of a lip product that is slightly pink. That's kind of fun. That has SPF in it. But yeah, they're just a great company. I've been using them now for like 3 or 4 years and really like their products. So they're really great. A lot of their products will go on white, but some of them will blend in a little bit clear. This one definitely still kind of shows a little bit of whiteness too. It's not going to be super like ultimately clear, but it is like a little bit on the clearer side, I will say. Like I just rubbed in some on my hand and you can see it's like a little bit whiter maybe, but not too bad. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is Beauty Counter. So this is their tinted sunscreen, which I love. It's a little bit different. So the tinted sunscreen obviously has like a little bit of a hue. I've talked about it before on my channel. I love this stuff. I use it every day just as a facial sunscreen. And then it gives me like that tint, which I love. This has SPF 30. It's a spray. Obviously it has the broad spectrum, clean. They also have a version though of this that I've used, and it's just sunscreen and it just sprays out white. It's not tinted. I will say that I really like that it's a spray sunscreen, and I like the sunscreen in general. But if you are going on the beach all day or you're at the pool all day and you want a sunscreen that's really going to protect you from getting burnt, I wouldn't recommend this personally from my experience, unless you're just like super tan and like you don't burn. But I know last year I used it at the pool, and we'd gone to Palm Springs and we were out in the pool all day, and like my sister burnt pretty bad and she had applied it a couple of times. It's just not quite as thick. But I do really like it as far as the consistency, and if you like something that's not quite as heavy, I think this is great. And if you're just like maybe outside, I think it does great. Personally, like I like using this on my legs because for whatever reason, my legs don't seem to get as burnt as easily when I'm laying out, or if I'm just like, walking or whatever. They're not probably like right. The sun's not right on them. So I'll just like spray this on and I feel like it really helps. And it's great. But I do like as far as the formula isn't really thick or heavy. So it is nice if you like tend to maybe like break out after using sunscreen because it's super heavy. Like this is a really great formula for that. Okay, probably one of my favorites and the one I recommend to a lot of moms and people in general is All Good. Not only is it super like budget friendly, but it works really great and it's super easy to use and convenient. So they have a spray kids sunscreen, and then they also just have a regular spray sunscreen for adults. They have like balm products like this. They also have lotion products. They just are super clean, easy to use, And like I said, they're budget friendly. So you can buy this spray sunscreen, I think, for like maybe $15 or so on sale usually, or $17. Usually Pharmaca's having a sale and they're around that price. So it's really easy to find. You can get it at Whole Foods too, I believe, or like a lot of different grocery stores, or just order online. But Pharmaca usually is having like a 20% off sale. You can get like 20% off if you get it at pharmaca.com. I'll leave a link below for you guys. Definitely check it out if you are a mom, or if you maybe just want something easy. Like I find spray sunscreens are just so easy with kids. Like you just spray them, quickly wipe them, and they're like off and they can start playing, versus like the lotion sometimes. So, and they last a long time. So definitely check out All Good. It's such a good brand. Another sunscreen that I love is Kula Baby. So Kula has a ton of sunscreen products, but I don't specifically love all of them because some of them are chemical based and they're not mineral based sunscreens. So you want to make sure you check the label and make sure that it is a mineral based sunscreen. It has either the zinc or the titanium dioxide. But I do really love their Kula Baby because it is mineral based. It's SPF 50, it's unscented, kind of all the things that you'd want for a baby sunscreen. And it's really thick. So it's just really going to protect that baby and go on white, but who cares as long as they're protected, right? And it's unscented. So it's kind of nice for like even baby skin that's sensitive and all that. Really love the product. I've used that on both my girls. So I highly recommend that if you're looking for like a baby sunscreen that's really clean and has like a high SPF. Another one that I really like is Centegra Tea. They have a body sunscreen that's really nice. And this is one that I would really recommend for someone who maybe is into products and you want a sunscreen that goes on clear and doesn't feel super heavy and light. This is a great one. It just feels really good on the skin. It's hydrating, but not super heavy. It works well. A really great product. So definitely check that out. It comes in like a pump form and it's really nice and like feels really good on the skin. So I was recently sent this sunscreen by Beauty Heroes and I've really started to like it and been able to actually try it out. They sent it to me like, I feel like a couple months ago or maybe 6 weeks ago, and I wasn't able to really try it out because it wasn't that sunny. But I've actually been using it and really like it. So they have different formulas. So one of them is like tinted, and then I have a facial one too that I'm gonna talk about next week. They also have a lip one that I really like a lot. I think lips are super important to protect, especially with SPF, because they're really the thinnest part of your skin and can get a lot of, just damage quickly. So you wanna protect them as well. This is SPF 15, really nice. But I've been loving their body sunscreen. It's really hydrating. It feels really nice. Doesn't feel super heavy on the skin. And it smells nice too. It's like not overwhelming or like super coconutty or anything weird. Definitely check out this. I'm excited to like have this in my bag this summer. I feel like it's another one that's a little bit more, it's like heavy enough, but it's not too heavy where it's like leaving you white or anything, which I love. It goes on clear. So those are all my picks when it comes to natural mineral-based sunscreen. These are all ones that are super clean, ones that I would recommend and have used on myself or my kids. And hopefully there's something for everyone in there. I tried to do a mix of like budget-friendly ones as well as ones maybe that might be for someone who really wants a sunscreen that's like rubbing in well and they can't see. So kind of hitting all the marks. But stay tuned for next week because I'm going to have my full post on my favorite facial mineral-based sunscreens, which ones are good for, just wearing out and about by themselves, which ones are good for under makeup, all the details. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have questions, leave them below. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and all the places. I'll leave the links below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, guys, I will see you later.